What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ViceCityGamerz podcast. There's a couple of guys from the Miami area coming together to talk everything gaming. I am Jay, and we've got BJ and Chris here as usual. What's going on with you guys?
The boys, what's going on?
It's only been 2 weeks, but it feels like it's been a month for some reason.
It's been forever.
We might have to start doing this thing weekly if we can make it happen.
Right.
I'm fiending.
Right. What are you guys playing recently?
Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, but I've taken my PS3 Slim, which was my brother's originally that he gave to me. I installed a solid state hard drive into it, 1 terabyte, and I did custom firmware on it. So I basically, I guess, hacked it, you could say. And I've got a bunch of my games saved on there on the hard drive, and a bunch of cool other things that you could do to mess around with the system. But man, let me tell you, with a good TV, PS3 generation, I'm sure the Xbox 360 generation, all that, they look freaking great, man. And the more and more I see time going by and all these new games coming out, and some of them are just not up to spec, and basically as the future is kind of slimming down a little bit, I'm looking back and there's a lot of good stuff there, man. I'm excited. I'm having fun with it. But yeah, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I'm like
nice.
30 hours into it, I think. How about you?
Nice. I'm still playing Rebirth. I haven't got much playtime on it. I got like 34 hours in it. I wish I had more. I just finally hit the gold saucer and stuff like that. And also I started playing a little bit, like when I get a chance here and there, of Ghost of Tsushima on my PS4.
Ooh.
And that's about it right now. I mean, like I said, Rebirth has been taking over my life. I just haven't had much time to play anything other than that. And now that, Rise or Ronin is coming out, that's another game that I got to, play, obviously. But everything's taking a back seat to Rebirth right now. That game's so freaking addicting, man. And so takes up so much time. But it's a great game.
Hell
10 out of 10 for me.
Shit, yeah.
100 Metacritic score.
What are you doing, bro? You haven't had much time to play lately, have you?
Yeah, I've not been playing, man. It's one of those times where it's like the most busy in my life. And then I'm a little under the weather. What I have been doing is trying to watch some shows with my wife. So we're on season 3 of Warrior right now. I don't know if you guys ever watched that.
Yeah.
Fire. It's 100%. Based on like Bruce Lee's last project that he was writing before he passed. So the main character is kind of like Bruce Lee. And they have so many nods in there, like the fight scenes. They'll do like fight scenes that already happened in his previous movies, but like a different take, a little more pop. They'll do like little subtle Easter eggs where like he'll get scratched with like the claws on his chest, or he'll have like
Yeah, little blood come on his lip, like
like shit like that, man. It's fucking, it's so awesome.
What?
And I finished Castlevania, the anime.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was good, right?
So good.
Dude,
that last season was
the last episode where it leaves off is dope.
That was probably the hardest last episode of any anime I've ever seen, man. And it was so like slow. There was nothing going on at the end. It just closed everything out, man. Trevor Belmont is one of the dopest characters ever made in anything.
Well, I like, who I like? The guy who they showed at the end of this last season. Alucard.
Alucard.
He's a badass.
Course, man. He's a gangster.
Bro. I mean, that's...
but like the nods when these two showed up, and he's like, as if my day wasn't getting any worse. Like, it wasn't getting any better.
So good.
You remember
the banter between them, and then like the way that all 3 of them fought together. Oh my god, dude!
Bro, if anybody hasn't watched the Castlevania anime on Netflix, get on it. It's so good.
It's on it. 100%.
And I think season 2 or 3 was a little bit slow, whatever. But season 4 makes up for the whole thing. And bro, it's so good. I think it's only like 8 episodes a season or something like that. It's nothing crazy.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. God, that was phenomenal.
Let me ask a question, BJ. Let me ask a question, BJ. Are you caught up on Shogun?
No.
Oh man, come on!
I might be.
I know Jay hasn't seen it yet, but
2 episodes behind, bro. Because every time that we go to watch it, like we don't have much time together, but so I had to wait for her. But every time we go to watch it, she's like, "Hey, let's finish Warrior. Let's finish Warrior." So I'm like, "Oh,
no, you gotta watch Shogun, man. What a great show, bro!
Yeah,
that show it has me like captivated.
Episodes were fire.
And I love that they left the Japanese dialogue. They didn't go into turn it into English, because you would have lost something if they did. So I'd rather have them speak Japanese and read the subtitles, because that's amazing.
The way that Warrior did is very unique. Like, I've never seen this shit before. Like, they'll start speaking Chinese, and then it'll be like a transition, and then they just start speaking English. Right, but like really, they're speaking Chinese in the show, but for you hear English, and like they're just talking with each other, but like the white people that are next to them don't understand what they're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah, no, it is. But man, Shogun, what an amazing show, bro. Shogun is like what a samurai show should be, and it to me, it's one of the best shows out right now. I love all that, like all the Japanese history and stuff like that.
100%.
But that show, like that's how I'm dying to play Rise of Ronin now. That's why I went back to play Ghost of Tsushima, because of that show again. Because it gives you kind of the same vibe. I know.
You're making me hungry talking about Rise of Ronin.
You know,
it's funny you say that.
My boy told me there's a Ghost of Tsushima anime.
Is that true? Really? I have no idea. What? I'm gonna have to look it up.
I gotta look that up, man.
I would look it up. I said, and talk about animes. Ninja Kamui on HBO, amazing, amazing, bro. It's 6 episodes in. I think 6 episodes in. Or 4. No, 6. I think it's 6 episodes in. But what a great show, bro. Watch it if you get a chance. It's half an hour. You can do it, when you're doing notes or something. It's amazing, bro. Ninja Kamui is on freaking HBO Max. One of the best animes out right now, along with Solo Leveling, but different. They're different animes, but they're really great.
Chris, your bandwidth for watching shows is like this, and then mine is like a urethra, like this.
Well, I sit there and type a lot of work, man. So it's like, if I don't have something in the background, I'll lose. I have to have 2 things going at the same time for me to concentrate. I don't know, that makes no sense, but that's what I do.
I love it. I've been actually watching the OG X-Men. It's been on my watch list since Disney Plus started. Disney Plus came on. I'm like, okay, what's there going to be to see on here? Mickey Mouse. And I saw that they had X-Men, and I'm like, yo, X-Men? Yeah. So I put that in my watch list, and all these years I haven't gotten around to watching it, but now they announced that new show that you guys have seen, but I haven't. The new X-Men 97, that apparently continues on from where this one ended. So now I'm like hustling to catch up on the previous one. I'm in the middle of season 3. So I'm like halfway there, but I'm pushing through hard, man. I have it. Basically, I'm not always just watching it. I sometimes will have it like just playing while I'm driving to and from work and stuff. So just kind of get an idea of the story. And obviously, if it's an episode that I'm like, all right, this one seems pretty intense, I'll put the phone up or whatever and check it out, man. But I'm watching the evolution now that I'm seeing it so fast. Season 1 and 2 were very obviously like old shows. They're so old looking that it was like hard to watch, and like X-Men like kind of like jumped from one thing to another, and it's like it was like very scatterbrained. You're like, what? Like, where are we now? And it was just all over the place. But season 3, you could see that the art style changed. It got a little bit better, and then now you can see that the story's more complete. So I'm excited to see that evolution and then see what you guys are saying.
And then you'll see it again in season 4. It changes again. The evolution of the animation changes again, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It kept on evolving. But wait till you see episode 1 of X-Men 97 and tell me what you think when you see Jean Grey. Tell me what you think. Because it goes... You know what I'm getting at, right, BJ?
Yes.
The whole thing with Jean Grey? Yes. So what it's going into, bro, is going into like something amazing. I can't wait.
So I originally I was just gonna say, bro, just tell me what happens. I don't, I'm gonna see it
No,
anyways.
no.
Yeah, the way you guys are how excited you guys are sounding about it, I'm thinking, you know what, I need to hold back. I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna push through.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. That's exciting, dude.
Yeah.
I remember. Here's how young I was when this came out. I guess I would have been like 6 or 7 years old. I remember being afraid of Apocalypse. Like I remember him doing all these things, and I'm like, how are they gonna stop him? What are they gonna do? He's invulnerable. He's invincible. And the thing is, back in our day, these shows, the episodes would air, and if you see them, you see them. If you miss it,
you miss it. Yeah, you gotta wait for a rerun.
So I don't ever remember seeing what happened to Apocalypse. So I'm kind of excited to see what happens because that was the one that I was like, oh, and the red dude was another one that I felt like that about.
Red.
Oh, Omega
Red.
That's season 4, I think, right? Yeah,
that's like my favorite Wolverine villain, bro.
Yeah. I like Omega
That guy's
Red.
nasty.
Nick, Sabretooth is my favorite next too.
I started that X-Men 97 today. I caught up on the first 2 episodes that came out because it releases like every Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
Man, it's back, baby. It's back.
Yeah, I know, 100%. For all those people that are hating on it, that are saying they're complaining about like how the intros are not the same. Well, of course, they're not the same. They added Morph. They added more, Bishop. Yeah. And Storm shouldn't have a mohawk. But it's like, shut the hell up.
A little bit, bro.
Yeah, it's not even like little small things. But the so-called like diehard fans are talking trash about it.
Man.
Not only that, but dude, Morph is a bad son of a gun, bro. They were complaining, why do you have Morph as one of the X-Men? You should have somebody else.
Morph is a bad. He was in episode 1. He was in episode 1. He's had complicated situations going on, but there's nothing wrong with him being part of the. Yeah, sure, he's gypped people a little bit, but
the whole thing with Morph is that he suffers from PTSD and all this stuff. It's his whole backstory is a little, it's weird. But bro, when they showed him in this new 97, what he's a bad motherfucker, bro. Sorry for cursing.
He not only like changes or morphs into like somebody, but he also adapts their characteristics. Like he turned into Colossus, he gets the metal.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I was telling him. When he turned to Colossus, I lost my mind. It's like,
Just listen.
I love Colossus, bro.
When you start this first episode, just remember this one phrase. It's not a spoiler, really. But when the Sentinel says Omega level threat detected. My God, boy.
Oh, yeah.
And then episode 2 got so hard. Like, this shit ain't for kids. It's not for kids. This was amazing. The only thing that I would say that they fucked up. Rogue ain't got no booty no more, bro. I had to do it.
You know what? I was so enamored with the whole thing that I missed out on the butt part.
I'm kind of upset because Rogue is for the streets, but I'll leave it like that.
And she is. But what's even cooler though, that character voice, if I'm not mistaken, is the same from the original.
No,
right?
she has to be. She has to. That's my girl, dog. She got that southern. New Orleans type.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Yeah.
Same thing as Gambit. They got that the Louisiana swagger.
Come on, Sherry. Gambit this episode, dog.
Oh,
come on, Sherry. I'm gonna clap them cheeks, Sherry.
You know what I thought was the craziest thing from the trailer, and I'm sure there's plenty of things that are amazing about the show, but when Gambit is on Wolverine's back and Wolverine's running with his claws out, and Gambit uses his power to charge him up. When I saw that, I was like, bro, he just turned him into a freaking like a shrapnel grenade or something like that.
That was the fight in season 3 versus who were they fighting? Was it who were they fighting when they did that?
Oh, that happens in the real show.
No, but you saw that. Then you see that?
Oh, on the trailer.
Oh no, I'm talking in the commercial. Oh, the trailer.
On the trailer.
The trailer of the new show.
They haven't showed it in the episodes yet.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But in the
trailer,
like,
you never think about that.
They showed it in the
It's
episode.
basically,
this shit
I'm gonna turn Wolverine into a bomb.
This shit got all type of cool like scenarios now, like shit that they didn't do before. Like they put Cyclops on the map, bro. They made my boy that much cooler this time. Like,
yo, but
awesome.
You ever seen?
I can't wait till he says the beginning.
The A-Team?
Yeah, of course.
Remember what they did with the tank? It's a little far-fetched.
Oh, the movie, you mean?
Yeah.
With the airplane?
The tank was falling from the airplane, and what they did with the tank. This motherfucker does that shit with his blast, bro.
Vision. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so awesome.
I gotta hurry up.
It's so awesome. Yo, I'm so excited.
I'm excited, dude.
They doing a lot right for this cartoon. A lot.
Just the voice acting in itself is the same as it was, when it was the original, like
pretty much
97, right?
Wolverine sound the same.
Wolverine, exactly. And the little quick the one-liners from Wolverine.
Yeah.
The one-liners from Wolverine are amazing, bro. That's one of my favorites. I love.
He says some
all the little quick,
crazy hurtful shit, bro.
Crazy shit. Yeah, bro.
Like this
he has no chill.
I don't remember him being such an asshole.
Yeah, dog. He was.
I know he was an asshole, but not like this asshole. Bro.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100% in the original, 100%.
He was a PG-13 asshole. Now he's a rated R asshole.
But he's still, but he hasn't changed. He's the same douchebag that I love because he's such an asshole to Cyclops, bro.
To Cyclops, bro. I'm like, man, come on, 100%. Show some fucking respect, dude.
Oh, but he's always been like that in Cyclops. He always treats him like shit. Whatever.
Imagine Cyclops looks over at him like, bro, it's been years. Why do you still got to be a fucking asshole to me? you just not like you could just not say anything.
Bro, if I was Cyclops, I'd be zapping the shit out of this motherfucker just because.
As
soon as he walk in the room,
just right in the butt cheek. Clap them cheeks.
Yeah, man. For anybody complaining about it, like, dude, look, just be happy that we got something new, man.
Don't ruin it, man. Don't ruin the happiness that it brings other people like me and my buddy here, BJ and Juicy over here. We love this. Bro, this is such a great show. Such a great show.
Omega level threat detective.
Oof.
Oh
yeah, right.
Shit. This thing's making me excited. I might watch it again.
But wait to episode 2, and I don't know how much you know about the whole Summers family and Jean Grey.
So there was an episode where they alluded to Cyclops' dad being around, but I haven't seen him again yet in the regular show.
Right.
I'm sure that's coming, but yeah, don't spoil me, man.
No, but like this is known stuff like that. So it's Jean Grey and Scott Summers, they had kids and stuff like that. All that stuff has been known. But wait until you see it. I'm gonna let you live it.
Yeah,
man. When I saw this one thing in there, I got so excited. Bro.
Awesome. So while we're on the topic of shows, there's actually a game that looks like reality. The new Hydra game with Captain America and Black Panther.
Yes, sir.
I think that trailer dropped like today or something like that.
Yes, sir.
Do you guys know anything about this? I just saw the trailer. It looks like I heard that there was like some AI involved that made it so that their mannerisms and their faces look like real life.
Right.
Just like that.
And there was actual gameplay they showed. Yeah.
You guys didn't see the tech demo then, I assume.
I saw the one that I sent you. I sent you 2. I sent you one where they showed Black Panther without the mask and one with the mask. I sent you 2.
Okay. I might have to.
Yeah.
I should have sent that to y'all then.
Black Panther looks like a douchebag.
with the ponytail. With the ponytail,
it's kind of like a D.
I know
it. I was like, all right, bro, leave my Captain America alone.
Right. Oh, and they're saying that Captain America looks like what's the guy from that Hawkeye and the Hawkeye show? What's the Hawkeye was?
Is it
Jeremy Renner?
Brenner? Jeremy Brenner?
Yeah, the one with Bucky and
Winter
Falcon.
Soldier.
But the show they had together, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah, they're saying that he looks like the villain, the one the villain from that show, the ones that's dressed like kind of like Captain America, but it's not really Captain America. I forgot his name.
You're talking about. Yeah.
He said that face of that Captain America looks like that guy
with the chin coming out like that.
Right. It looks like that, like that dude. It's like, oh, what did I do my boy like that?
Nah, I mean, everybody has their art style. Like when the Avengers game came out, remember that the Marvel Avengers live service thing?
Yeah,
right.
Captain America's my guy out of all those. I mean, Spider-Man wasn't available because it was locked or whatever, and so, even then that was trash. That's the most trash Spider-Man in any game. But I was Captain America, and even like that art style was like a little off. Yeah. So this one, they actually made it like if you look up the actors, like I just sent y'all the tech demo. I guess you can watch it after. But it's amazing the technology that they're doing. And the two actors were sitting front row. They both got up and they look identical to the people that you saw in the trailer.
Wow. Yeah, they just can't use the same likeness of these people. So.
Yeah, of course. They can't. They got to pay up.
I want to say this is not the Black Panther that we know.
No. It's a different Black Panther. This is
like his grandfather or great-grandfather or something like that. Because this is when Hydra first started. I'm assuming that this is like
that
generations down the line.
That could be his father.
Before Captain America got frozen. This is the rise of Hydra.
This could be T'Challa's father.
Yeah, or grandfather or some shit like that.
Right.
Interesting.
But yeah, yo, this came out of nowhere, bro. We gotta look at PAX because they be dropping some good shit. This came out of nowhere, and I am fucking hyped for this. Woo!
It's gonna be fire.
This thing looks so good.
Oh man, 100%. I think it's gonna be a great game. Let's hope they do it right.
Technology looks really good because it looks like real life. It looks like apparently they use the AI to really capture their faces because up until now they have to wear those suits with the little balls all over, and it captures their body movements, and they do a pretty good job in general of capturing their faces. But even the best games, the faces still look, it doesn't look that realistic, but now we're really getting there. While on the topic of technology, I saw something today that was pretty crazy. I mean, clearly we're kind of moving away from physical media. We're going all towards digital. But get this, they have a new technology of disc, a new kind of disc that apparently can hold 125 terabytes of data, which is the equivalent of about 15,000 DVDs, and it is
really
disc. So apparently it's optical discs such as DVDs and Blu-rays. I'm here reading this thing off of Live Science.
Holding out, bro.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said people been holding out, man. This technology just doesn't pop up out of nowhere, dude.
Right.
Yeah, they've been giving us like small increments every year. Where the fuck was this?
Yeah.
It's like, this came little by little.
That could hold all the data of your whole life on it. So, but yeah, but the thing is, the situation is though that it requires a different kind of laser and a different kind of computing and everything like that. So I don't think realistically it's something that you'll see in a console. And the thing is, since everything's moving digital anyways, I can't imagine that they would all of a sudden say, hey, by the way, we're starting to put discs out again. Because right now, in a kind of like a worst case scenario, you have your Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. It comes with 2 discs. One disc has like 100 gigabytes of data that you're like the install disc, and then the other one is the play disc that you put in there, like back in the old days, basically. But I mean, this is like a hell of a leap. So yeah, it says it's the equivalent of 5,000 Blu-rays. But it says to be commercially viable, the writing speed will need to be improved and made more energy efficient. The team hopes to accomplish this by using a far more precise laser beam than was used in the experiment. So like all this crazy stuff. So I just thought it was pretty interesting. While on the topic of technology.
That's very interesting, man. Yeah.
By the time it comes out.
Like those movies where you download your whole like being
memory
into a thumb drive or something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like this would be able to hold my entire life.
Yeah, probably.
Like when I get out the womb and shit.
Kind of like what Emperor Palpatine did, like download his whole body into somebody else to get a little clone out of it.
Pretty dope.
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about Final Fantasy VII Remake, or Rebirth rather, now that I know that BJ is past where we're at in the game. So now we can kind of do a little bit of compare and contrast, right? Um, I don't think anything really like spoiler territory for you, BJ. They changed a couple of things, but it's nothing insane.
No.
Let me update you real quick on where I'm at.
Dímelo.
Barrett had a hard ass life, man. My God.
Yeah.
I just made contact with the dude that has the other gun on his hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that's past the gold saucer.
And we fought him. Yeah.
This is after the gold saucer,
And
right?
then
After
what
the gold
happens after that? I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Like, go to the extreme, dog.
That's what I'm at
Like,
right
he
now.
could have easily joined into the. I would have accepted him into my team so quick.
That would have been
And
like
then,
the Shane to your Rick in Walking Dead.
Right.
Yeah. And I
That
like
would've been
Shane better than
badass.
Rick. Shit.
Yeah.
Carl.
You strike me as that kind of guy.
Bro, Shane. All I'm saying is that
Yeah.
everybody would still be alive if Shane was running shit.
He was too busy
I'm
collecting
just
cheeks.
saying.
He'd be the governor.
Rick should have
But,
just
like,
gave
not-
up his wife and just, hey, Shane,
Yeah,
take
suck it
everything,
up,
bro.
right?
Take everything, bro.
Raise my kid. Piccolo.
It would have been different.
Right.
It would have been different.
And I like it better because in real life, I'm like the Rick. So in this show, I'd be like, yo, I live vicariously through Shane, bro. You the man, bro. But
Yeah, man. So that's where you're at in the game. So yeah, I'm not there yet. I can't wait to see that part because I know they're gonna.
That's
they
where I'm
just
at right
don't-
now.
Oh yeah, bro. They
Yeah.
just don't disappoint. They turn everything up to an 11. So obviously in the original Final Fantasy VII, the way it's kind of supposed to go is you ride. You get up to that swamp area, and you realize that there's a snake in the swamp, so you can't cross it because you're not fast enough, unless you're BJ and you cheese the game. You find a way around that.
Yeah.
So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to pick up one of the chocobos, and you're supposed to run through the marsh and escape the snake. If you run into the snake, it's death. Like you're just not strong enough at that part of the game to go toe to toe with the snake. So here I am. I'm playing Rebirth. I'm in the swamp area. I'm getting my treasures. I'm getting all these different things, whatever. And eventually, I'm like, all right, I've done everything. It's time to move on. So I assume I'm going to see the snake. I'm going to run past it, whatever. No problem. All of a sudden, that coil comes out from all around us. We're completely surrounded. And all of a sudden, you're like, oh, shit. I'm like, oh, I fucked up. I hope I saved recently. I'm screwed. I'm going to lose everything. And now we're fighting the snake. And it was such a hard fight that I thought for a while, it was not meant to be. You're not supposed to fight it, bro. I was reviving my people, Phoenix Downs, back and forth, and by the skin of my teeth, I was like, holy shit, I beat it. So
nice.
It's cool that they did that because that's such a cool opportunity that wouldn't have been there. So it's kind of like, you know what, they're gonna fight him anyways.
Yeah.
And that was a hell of a fight. And then they even took something that happens later, where later on in the game you end up going through that same area again. And you see that the snake, and BJ, you haven't seen this, but it's not really like a spoiler thing, but you're going to come to a point where you're going to kind of backtrack through that area, and you're going to see a tree that basically has had the top ripped off of it. It's basically like a giant spear, and the snake is coiled around it and like ripped through it, dead as fuck.
Yeah.
And basically that was Sephiroth.
I went there already.
Oh, you went through that?
Sephiroth's a monster.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Monster.
So what happens here is you keep having visions of him, or you don't know if it's really him or visions, but basically he takes that snake that just nearly wiped us, and he takes that thing, whoosh, puts it up on the pole. So they're kind of like merging things that happen in the game and kind of like making a better version of what happened. So I thought that was pretty rad, fighting the snake. I did not think that was going to happen.
I call him Big Worm. And
Big
let
Worm.
me ask you, since
Big Perm.
Big Worm. Hey, since you beat him, is he gone? Or like if you were to re-enter that area, he's back?
The snake?
Yeah.
No, I think it's done. Big Worm?
He's done. Like he's gone.
I think he's done, yeah.
He's like Sephiroth, that dude.
I haven't gone back there anyway, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, I think it's done. Once it's gone, it's gone. The area is now safe.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm strong enough to kill him now.
Yeah, maybe probably soon. It'd be a good fight. But then, so what's supposed to happen is, and I know
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Pause. You guys had told me to start doing the summons. Dude, that's like the best thing in the game.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Who's your favorite so far? Who's your favorite so far?
This Sifa, I think is
Shiva.
Shiva. The ice one?
Man.
Yeah, Shiva, yeah.
You're just like what plays here?
Nah, he was looking at them cheeks, that's what it was.
A demon possessed, bro. Nah, man, it's 2-bit graphics, dog. Like this cheesy ass. But hey, it's dope, man. I didn't mean to interrupt, but you just reminded me of that. Man.
This animation is pretty fire, right? The animations are pretty fire.
That was that, bro. When we were kids, and then all of a sudden, because back in the day, the 2D versions that came before these, when you summon, all of a sudden some big character comes in, it messes up the bad guys, and then it flies away. So when we were playing this game, we're like, wow, this game looks so real, this and that, and then you get your first summon, and you use it, and you're like,
Ifrit.
Yo, what is happening? This is crazy.
Yeah. What was the first summon? Was it Ifrit or was it the Chocobo?
Chocobos.
That's the first time, yeah.
And the Ifrits you get on the ship from Junin.
I got him too. He's badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. I don't remember where you get Shiva, though. But I'm
about to get Alexander, by the way.
Up, but I'm glad I did.
Oh, you know what? I think it's in Nibelheim or Nibelheim.
Shiva,
You just call it Nibelheim. Yeah. I think you get her there in the mansion. I could be wrong. It might be somebody else. But anyways, right after the snake, you have the Mithril Mines, which in the regular game, you run into the Turks in there, whatever. But they made it a spectacle, dude. Like the ground gives out, your team gets split up. And what's really cool in this is like you have to pick the 3 characters you're going to fight with. But obviously you're traveling as a group. So like if you're in a fight and things get a little bit heated and it's not really working out too well, like let's say Barrett is not in your team, since he's got range attack, he'll fire while you're fighting with your other group. So you're fighting an enemy and all of a sudden you hear the machine gun and he's taking away a little bit of damage. Same thing with Aerith. She'll do her magic stuff while you're in the fight, even though they're not in the team.
That's super dope.
Yeah.
It's they just did it all, bro. Yeah, and the Mithril Mines was pretty rad. But when you pop out at the other end, you're in that Junin area. Right. So what I thought was really cool is when you go into that area, when you go south in the regular game, you got Fort Condor. It's basically a giant mountain, and there's a giant eagle on there that has an egg. It's trying to protect the egg. And apparently, like, I think there's Shinra troops attacking it, and they're having this battle, and you could choose to help or ignore it or whatever. So what they did in the new game is instead of doing all that, they made that mini game that's in the regular game be a board game in the real game. And dude, the coolest part about this, it's like a magical thing. Like it sucks the characters into the board game, and all of a sudden they wake up in the game, and it is like very high quality version of the polygon characters that you're playing right now in the game. So you basically get the old school graphics, but like amped up, and they're just so hilarious, man. The things that they say, they're like looking at their bodies, like, what the hell's going on here?
Bro, don't spoil it for him. Don't spoil it for him. Let him see it. Let him see it for himself.
But bro, by the time you get to that game, you're gonna forget all about it. But it's just it's so cool, man. And that Junin area, you get a different kind of chocobo with a different capability.
Right. There's
the whole. Yeah, the Under Junon is so pretty, bro.
It's so nice. Right. I was telling you guys that's pretty amazing that way they did that part.
Yeah, I loved it. It made me realize things about the original game that I didn't notice I was looking at. Like I didn't realize that Under Junon was under. And the reason it's so dark is because it's under the shadow of the city up above.
Of the city, I
didn't realize that. It was so well done. But that's where they changed things up with Yuffie. Now, BJ, I think you skipped this character. But there's a character called Yuffie. It's basically a little ninja girl. And while you go from the Mithril Mines to Junin, if you go into like a wooded area, you'll have like a random encounter where you'll fight her. And then if you do all the things correctly, she'll join your party, which adds a whole nother side quest area later on in the game that you wouldn't normally get if you don't have her with her.
And she's a beast in Rebirth, man. She's a beast in Rebirth.
Yes, bro. But bro, I probably the most exciting thing to me was the whole marching thing. So BJ, do you remember in the Junin thing where you gotta like come out and you have to like do all the moves and everything?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, that was
So
cool.
in this one, you're getting ready to go do it. And if you want to run through the game, you could just run through the game and you're there with your squad of like 5 guys, and you're probably not going to do that well. But what happens is you get to explore the city, and if you see people that have the same arm patch as you, because at this point you're dressed up as soldiers already, you have to tell them like, hey guys, what like why are you hanging out? Get out there. We need to do the show or the marching thing. So if you go throughout the city and you collect all the groups, now you got a full squad of like 30 guys following you. And it's funny because as you go to the stores, like you're window shopping or you're trying to see if you're going to buy something or not, when you look outside the store, this whole squad is like following you, and they're like talking shit or whatever, and they're like, "Sir, did you find what you're looking for, sir?" And like, it's just hilarious, bro. The shit that they say is just so funny, dude. And then finally, you do your performance, and as you can imagine with the graphics, it's just a much more intense version. You know,
yeah.
it's just so well done, bro.
I got confused a couple of times when some of the commands, because it came out of nowhere. Sometimes it's like, what the hell? I wasn't prepared for it. So but it was cool.
Did you end up? I'm guessing you didn't get first place, right?
No, I did not. I got second place. What did you get if you get first place?
I don't know how it plays out. So by getting second place, that motorcycle guy got first place.
Right.
And he does this whole big thing about how he's the best or whatever.
Right.
And I know you missed him from Remake, but in Remake, basically, when you're getting ready to do that motorcycle scene, he appears. And he's like this over-the-top crazy dude, whatever, but he's like a great warrior. But he's, as you can see, he's eccentric. So it's something that they added to the game that was pretty fun. And it's just funny when Cloud sees him again, everybody's like, "Oh, you know this guy?" And he's like, "Oh my God, he's here."
Not this guy.
It's like BJ, imagine just this enemy who's like obsessed with you, but he's like just hilarious and ridiculous, over the top. And it's like you thought he was gone in Remake. It's something that they added to the game. It wasn't in the original. And then in Rebirth, he comes back and it just like zooms in on Cloud's face, and he's like, and Cloud legit is like, "Fuck."
Not this guy. Not this guy again. Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Bro, what's your beef with this guy?" And he's like, oh, "He's back." It's just so funny, bro. The things that they added, so good.
So back to it. Did it give you something special for getting first place?
I don't know what you get. You get a bunch of things for getting second place. Like I got like some special trinkets or special items or whatever. But I don't know. My brother thinks that he got first place, but he's been playing so long that he's not sure. But I think he did.
So you didn't get first place either?
No, I got second.
Okay, like me.
Which I did it almost perfectly. So I guess you got to do it perfectly. I think I only missed one thing.
I missed like 2 or 3 other movements.
And what place you got?
Second.
Yeah. Maybe it's only second, or no, there's got to be a third place.
It might be rigged.
Well, I personally think that it's probably 1, 2, and 3. You're either number 1, and then the showboater guy shows up and makes a whole thing of it, or you're second place, like what we got. And if you completely botch it, they probably rank on you hardcore, like they did in the game. They're like, send that guy a bomb or something, and then you get a grenade if you completely botch it.
Right.
So that was a lot of fun, man. But speaking of the uniforms, there's something that I started getting to the point that I was like, I guess they're not going to do it. I guess they're just going to skip it. But Red 13 in the uniform was a really cool part of the original game, because you could see all the characters dressed up, and they couldn't find a costume big enough for Barrett. So Barrett is dressed up as a sailor.
A sailor.
Yeah, bro.
But he likes that.
He likes that. I kind of like it. Yeah. He starts liking it. He's like, man, I don't know, I kind of like it. Yeah. And if you compliment him, he gets all like, yeah, man, you know. And but then what happens is eventually, and this is like not so much a spoiler, but this is kind of how something that how they changed the game. Originally, it feels like you were on a container ship, but what they did here with the new game is it's a cargo ship, but it's also like a cruise ship. So while you're on the cruise ship, you're playing this card game. It's like a tournament that you're playing
Queen's
or whatever.
Blood.
And all of a sudden, bro, as you're going through all the different characters and beating everybody, towards the end, a new contestant arrives, and you're like, wait, what? And it's fucking Red 13 in the Shinra uniform on two legs, fighting for his life to
Stumbling.
balance,
Yeah.
standing
Yeah.
up,
Yeah. Yeah.
stumbling all around and everything. Bro, it was hilarious.
Bro.
And apparently he's like a master of freaking playing the card game. It doesn't even make sense. But it was, bro, that was hilarious. That shit took me out.
He is
So,
like super wise, no?
Yeah.
He is. So what his explanation is, over all his long life, because he's older than you think, he's been watching people play and he's spectated so much and he's created his own strategies in his mind. And he goes, now I got to use them. But bro, it's hilarious.
So
dude.
that whole thing, right, broke my heart because I got all the way to him. You know, I have played it. I restarted the match a couple of times because he was kicking my butt. So I restarted over and over. I was trying to beat him. And by mistake, I pressed the button that concedes the match.
Ooh.
So I lost out on a couple of things there, which is one of them was being the Ifrit card, which is you only could get it through that, and the Shiva card, you only get through that mini game.
Really?
I missed out on those two freaking Blood Queen cards.
Damn.
I was angry, bro. That's what I was telling you. I'm heartbroken right now because I beat all
Because you
those other
wanted the
matches.
platinum and you said you missed something?
Right.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck.
I'm still upset to this day, bro. I'm contemplating going back and restarting it.
No,
but I'm already like,
bro, are you crazy?
I'm already.
So
Bro,
they can't
fake racked you.
You can't save whenever you want. It's just like
you
the
can.
original.
You can.
You have to go
I just didn't save it before that. Last save I had was like 10 hours before that one. So I have to go back all the way to under Junon and before that to Junon. So I was like, oh man, I got to backtrack 15 hours.
Yeah, you got to do like what BJ said, like have two saves going back and forth.
I do have two saves. Now I'm doing that.
Bro, that sucks. And the thing is, you can't go back to that because that's kind of like an event. Like you're on the ship. It was like a whole big thing going on. It's not like you could say, "Well, I'll just travel back there and do it." Like,
yeah, I know.
And man, I don't really usually like card games in video games, and especially in Final, because from Final Fantasy VIII and on, they've had some kind of mini game or card game or something, and I never play them. But this one's really good. They're talking about that they're gonna like make an actual game of it. Kind of like how they did Gwent with Witcher 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was so funny to see Red 13. Yeah, it really did, man.
Yeah, man. I was heartbroken. I'm still heartbroken over that damn thing.
Yeah, man.
Would you rather go back 10 hours or start a brand new game?
I'm not going back. The hell with it.
Yeah, no, forget it, bro. It's not worth it.
That's why I don't play Queen's Blood anymore. I avoided it.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, they changed that up. There was a fight on there, and I thought what was cool is because in the original game, you end up fighting Genova, and she ends up being kind of like this tower kind of thing. Bro, they did a great job. It was like grotesque looking, and they did really, really good. Like they really captured the vibe from the old game and brought it into the new one by like making that monster look, on another level. Right. And I like how they have the whole relationship thing because there comes a point where you have to date a character and the relationship matters, but in the original game you can't track it. There's people have made a guide. If you want to date a specific girl when you get to Gold Saucer, these are the things that you have to do building up to that. And you could even date Barrett. So just so you know. And that was like a little thing that people didn't really know because you have to do very specific things. You basically have to like shit on the girls every time they talk to you. Like, oh, do you like this or that? No, like just throw them down. And then whenever Barrett says anything, you have to like support him and everything. Yeah. And then you end up going out with him, which is pretty freaking hilarious.
Because he's like a hothead in the thing, like super emotional type thing. And if you just support his cause, you're just like adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah, dude. And it's funny because in this game, Cloud talks a lot more. In Remake, it was very true to the original. He was very like emo and he didn't really speak and he had an attitude
like
or whatever.
Link vibes.
Exactly. Like if Link would talk. It's just like one very step more.
Short, yeah.
Yeah, dude. But now in Remake, there's so many funny things that they say, dude. Like I it's just constant. Like I'm like, yo. And it's cool, man. And I've never used the screen, like capturing images and videos anywhere near as much as I've done it in this game. Like I'm photographing everything, making little videos of everything. So good, dude. So good.
Do you remember it being this much cursing in the first one?
No.
No, I don't remember either. There's a lot of cursing in this one.
There is a lot. It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
They're like, oh shit. Oh no. Barrett said something the other day. He was fighting. He goes, get your ass over here and like it's like in the fight and come get you some and all that. You're like, damn, bro. Oh no. What's funny is you took it, bro. Yes, bro. The first time you hear that, BJ, you're gonna crack up, dude.
It's one of my favorite things.
You finish a fight. And randomly, Barrett will go like like the whole thing that plays at the end of a fight.
Yeah,
so cool, man.
No, but
yeah, man.
So I was gonna say, like when you were talking about beating that snake thing with your last Phoenix down, is that a great feeling that you have like one more like health freaking item and one more like freaking Phoenix down, and you're down to your nitty gritty, and you end up beating it by like the hair of the skin of your hair, Yeah, bro. That's like one of the greatest feelings. That's one of my things that I love most about that game. It's like you're battling this thing for like 25 minutes, and you're about to die. You got like 200 HP left. His next hit is like 1,000 HP, and you beat him right there at the very end. You have no more party members. It's only you.
That's how it ended up for me. I think I have both people dead except for the main character.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like risk reward. Do I revive everybody and invest time into that? Or do I just kind of push through? His health is almost down. Hit him with a limit break. Take him out.
Yeah.
Well, it was great, man. So I just got to Costa del Sol. I literally got off the boat. And like, so bro, they're hinting at like going to the beach. And the girls are like, well, we're going to the beach. And I was like, let me just save the game right here because next time I'm going to the beach.
wait till you see them cheeks. Wait till you see them cheeks.
Bro,
I would love to see the updated graphics because this fucking this thing is killing me, bro. It's killing me.
The way that they made Tifa and wasn't it Ares? What's the name? Aerith and the bathing suit. It gives you dead or alive vibes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you said dead or alive vibes. I just took the words out of my mouth.
My heart. You know, bro, like just to put it, bro, BJ, to put it in perspective, 1997, we're just like entry-level teenagers. Well, Chris is a little older than me, but we're young. We're playing this game, and you're looking at them, and you're like, bro, like you're feeling these emotions and everything, and you got these, the love triangle, like which girl and this and that. And you're like, I wonder what it would look like in real life. And then you get a Costa del Sol.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like hinting at the beach thing, but they're always in the same clothes. No way they're going to be in swimsuits and stuff like that. So, bro, to have this, and up until now, they've just done right by us on every aspect.
Right.
I'm ready, bro. The next time I have a couple hours, I'm going to hit up Costa del Sol from beginning to end. I want to see it all.
Dead or alive vibes 100%, bro.
Oh,
like
God.
BJ said, we were talking about dead or alive vibes, bro.
Just make sure you got your lotion ready. Hands get chapped when you're playing, dog.
Yeah, of course. That control's gonna be something out of here, bro.
Yeah, nice.
Too good, man. Too good.
Yeah, it's a great game. This is becoming a Final Fantasy episode again.
Final Fantasy 7 podcast.
I'm glad y'all enjoying that shit. It's the OG's really good game, man. I'm really digging it. It's just a couple mechanics that I just can't get by.
It's hard, man. It's hard. It's it's definitely an old game.
And as you said, look what popped up.
Oh boy,
what you got there, son?
The Rebirth.
Oh, that's one of your screenshots.
Yeah, no, it's like a loop screen.
Ah, yes.
But I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's incredible, man. It's incredible what they've done. It just it boggles the mind how they could just really hit it on the head, man. It takes away the excuse of any other game developer that puts out a game that's broken, and they need to kind of come back to it and fix it because. Like, this is 4 years from the original. And granted, yes, the graphics and the bones were there, but the fighting style has changed. Like, it's not the same cookie cutter game. It's different. It's better. It's almost like a sequel to the original. I don't know. It's great. It's great.
So
Nice.
You guys, real quick before we go on, I sent you a text message. Have you guys ever seen Killjoy the Clown?
I've heard about it.
The killer clown? Back in the day?
I've heard about it.
Dude, Jay's set up right now. Bro, he looked like Killjoy, dude.
Who, me?
Yes, man. Look at this dude's hair. When I sent y'all in the video.
What are you talking about?
Yo, Chris, his hair come down like this. And it's the black seat behind him. He got that shit. I just feel like this.
Oh, yeah. Got you.
I picture this fucking clown talking shit like in the movie, dog. And it's just Jada. Oh, man.
I see it.
Yo,
I see what you mean.
They say there's creepy as shit.
Oh, those are some funny ass movies, man.
Yeah.
They're funny.
I don't watch.
God,
I hate clowns.
I mean, it's scary. It's like a thriller horror thing, but that clown's an asshole, man. He's so funny, dude.
I hate
his hair
clowns,
just
bro.
be bouncing around right next to his shoulders. It's just funny.
Wow.
Nice.
But yeah, my bad. It's side
Bro.
thought.
That's how you could.
Hey, my brother just got back to me on the amount of hours. 130 hours.
Jesus
Christ. I'm like
I'm
100 hours
definitely not
behind him.
platinuming this shit. I'll tell you that much.
Was that?
I'm definitely not platinuming this.
No. I don't know if I will at this point.
Nah.
Damn.
No. We won't play anything at all for the next few months.
Jesus. Well, I've actually been playing other things, since I hacked the PS3.
Yeah.
I've been messing around with a couple things, Resident Evil games that I never got to. What's the other? There's a racing game that's pretty cool. I forgot what it's called.
Was it Need for Speed or something?
No, it's like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing.
Interesting.
Damn, what's it called?
No member.
Whatever. Pretty fun. And you know that PS3 had kind of like a bootleg Gears of War game. It's called Army of Two.
Oh no, but that was also on Xbox.
Xbox.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, right on.
I played both. It was a two-part game.
I played that
one
shit
and-
co-op with my boy.
Yeah, that's a good game.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That sounds cool. I like the aggro system. It's pretty cool.
Nothing like
that's
Gears
cool.
of War though. Nothing like Gears of War. Gears of War.
Okay. Respect.
Yeah,
Bro. There's some good games on there, man. Definitely
you
Need for
can't-
Speed is a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad that Rebirth is taking a lot of your time because all these games Sony canceled, man. You might not be playing shit for a long time.
Go on. I was like, why does he want to talk about this game? I'm like, that's
why. Nah, really, I wanted to talk about Spider-Man: The Great Web. It's an online games for service game that Sony canceled recently.
What a shame.
And I didn't want to talk about it because Sony canceled it. I just feel like they missed their mark. This is what Spider-Man 2 should have been. Maybe not with the 5, right? But it should have opened the door to co-op.
Right.
So instead of having, well, just so you know, it's not really a spoiler alert, but Spider-Man 2, you play as Miles Morales and Peter Parker.
Right.
And vice versa. Because it's actually Peter Parker's game, but Miles Morales plays a big role. And that would have been a fantastic experience to do with a co-op. It's like a couple of us just decide to play and, we go and I love it when they do shit like that, right? Because you can up the difficulty on a boss and make it really feel like, damn, that's a hard one. Both of us are, yeah. That's how we play like Halo. When Halo came out, the midnight release, my boys and me would just do co-op.
Yeah.
And every night that we got Halo, like Halo 4 was the last one we did, where as soon as we got it, we played the entire game on legendary mode. 4 of
It
them.
was good. Yeah.
Beast.
And it's insane. And in one sitting, like we would stay up like however long that took, like a whole day or 15 hours or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like Spider-Man 2 should have been that. Should have been an online multiplayer game, like a co-op, and you play the whole game like that, and then somehow in that game would introduce you to the Spider-Verse.
Right.
Just like the new anime. But I think they missed their mark.
But the trailer that you showed us, that you sent us, there was a scene there that looked like it was in the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, but I just beat Spider-Man 2 not too long ago, and I don't remember them.
No, I'm talking about the one for the Spider-Man web game that you're talking about.
Yeah, the Great Web.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They showed a scene in there, in that game itself, that is like in the Spider-Verse kind of thing. But yeah, they could have done that with Spider-Man 2, yeah.
That's how they get all those Spider-Man at the same time. They had to open the Spider-Verse. But and this, like, it should have been a continuing thing. Bro, imagine you're going through Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man 2. You're playing co-op. It introduced you to the multiverse, like the Spider-Verse or whatever. But at the same time, it opens up, we're going to get Wolverine. So now, why can't you just, Wolverine merge into that thing? So now one's Spider-Man, one's Wolverine. And then you start getting like the X-Men.
Right.
And you get Omega level threats like that. And you're playing them shits
Omega level threats.
Running through New York,
Yeah.
So I feel like they missed their mark, man.
Yeah.
And I wish honestly that games would get delayed. I know it's probably not like too much money gets poured into it, so they need to put it out to make their investment before too much time passes. But if they held on to that shit like a year or two later and just added those little things, I feel like we'd be way better off as gamers.
100%.
But I don't know the logistics between it.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's just a lie and they're just saying that so you won't expect anything, and then release the game. But here's to hoping.
I wonder if there's a tactic to this whole thing, because usually when something gets canceled, a lot of times there might be images and stuff like that, but this looks like a full-on trailer.
Right.
So what if they did this for the hype? What if they said, hey, this is canceled, and they put it out, and now everybody's like, yo, this game looks awesome, I want to play this, it looks finished, like, get back in there, whatever, and maybe they'll decide to turn it around. It would be something we haven't seen before, as far as I know, but I mean, the game looks good, it looks done, the art style looks slightly different, like they're not going for crazy realism, but it's like, it still looks really, really good, which is perfect, because then you could focus more on performance versus the appearance. But I don't know, man, that sounds awesome. Something that I've always liked since I was very young was these games that allow you to play through the story in multiplayer, like co-op, basically, like these games like Gears and that Army of Two and stuff like that.
Right.
And bro, take the first game or the second game, like you said. There you go. See, I didn't know that it was that you could do that. But well, actually, you mentioned Legendary. But yeah, that's like, I don't know. Hopefully they turn around and say, hey, listen, we got a lot of positive reception. We're putting it back in the oven, and be expecting it in 2025, something like that.
Halo was 4-player co-op.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Gears was 2-player co-op in the first one, I think, right? Yeah, it was 2-player co-op. Gears, and then I think they might have made it bigger later. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that this is not something that they just put out there for everybody. This came out during the leaks, whatever,
a while ago.
Breach. Yeah, and they just, I guess, because what I remember is seeing that, but in like a fucked up resolution. And now they just put it out there for.
But it looks great, man. It looks like a finished game.
Yeah, it does.
It looked pretty good, man. Who doesn't want to be Spider-Man? Like, you get to choose whatever Spider-Man you want. They got so many Spider-Man for everybody. Spider-Girls, Gwen.
Jose want to be Iceman.
Hell yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you had the opportunity to fabricate something from the ground up and incorporate X-Men into that shit later.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
I think BJ missed a joke.
What do you mean?
he was muted because he was coughing.
Oh, he was calling.
Yeah.
I said, the Iceman.
Yeah, man. But you imagine that? Like, I still remember vividly playing the Sega Genesis X-Men game. Such a badass game. I would love for Marvel to show, well, not showing DC. They're showing, I guess it would be Rocksteady, the makers of Suicide Squad, how it's done. You know, raise the bar for everybody across the
That
board.
Genesis game, they had about 5 or 6 playable characters, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah. As
X-Men?
Like Nightcrawler,
Yeah.
Wolverine, Cyclops. Of course.
Storm, was it?
I think Beast.
Maybe.
Beast.
And, yeah.
And there was one more as a female that I don't recognize. Psylocke. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wait till you check out Morph in this.
Oh, was it Psylocke? No, it wasn't Psylocke. It was.
Man.
It was.
Did you see it, Chris?
What's that?
Did you see what Morph had turned into?
Oh yeah, I saw
the second episode.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh shit! I can't wait for Jay to watch that shit.
Yeah, bro. I was thinking, man, like, how cool would it be if they come up with another beat 'em up X-Men game, but with this art style in it?
I would love that.
Like the '90s cartoon shit.
Yeah, like this cartoon right now. Like,
that so style. Sick.
Did it with the Ninja Turtles game, right? The one they just released, which I liked. So why can't they do it with this one? But just do it with a 1997 graphic style, man. That would be so fire.
I would love that, bro. Oh, that would be so good. And there were so many fighting games that came out in that era of like Sega Saturn all the way through to the Dreamcast, and it was like a 2D arcade fighting game. Just imagine how good it can look on these new consoles. You still do like the same concept, and you could even sell that as like a $30 or $40 game. People would pay for that. Just put a ton of characters in it. Don't make people have to go out and buy them. And bro, it could be the next Mortal Kombat. It'd be right up there with it. Like
I've been saying that for a long time, man. I've been saying that for a long time. Just like they did Injustice 1, Injustice 2. They need to make a Marvel game just like that.
Yeah,
like that style, man. How amazing would that be? That's like my dream come true right there. Take my money, 100%.
Yeah, that would be dope.
I hope they're working on it, man.
I've been saying that forever, man. Like, don't do it with the whole Street Fighter style like they have done in the past. You know, which those games were great, but I want to see something in the style of like Injustice, like that style, where the combos are a little more complicated. You know, they're more intricate. Each character had its like own fighting style. If you played Injustice 2, it wasn't just quarter circle up and shoot a fireball kind of thing. You know what I mean?
NetherRealm did a great job with that, man.
Yeah, 100%.
They even
I love
the Ninja Turtles were dope.
Oof, what? Amazing.
Yeah, and I had a bomb ass Green Lantern, bro.
Yeah.
I was murking everybody with Hal Jordan, man.
Really?
So good. Yeah.
My dude has always been Superman. I'm always been good with Superman. That was my dude.
Bro.
It was. I picked this move, like his button scheme right away. Like I picked it up right away. Just playing with him. I think I like his level. I capped it out like really fast.
I love it because it's like a brawler. But then you go to Batman, he's more like martial artist, like
tactician. Yeah.
Everybody had their own. Like even Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan was like a brawler.
Mm-hmm.
He just has some cool like shit he can do with his ring. But
bro, Aquaman was fire in the first one, and he was fire in the second one.
Yeah, man.
That was my main in the first
Injustice. Dude Aquaman. That talks to fish. That guy killed it, man.
Yeah, listen. He was fire in the first one. He was my main in the first Injustice, and then Superman was my main in the second Injustice.
He did dope.
Yeah.
What did Injustice first? What console did that first come out on?
It was all three. I think.
Yeah, was it all three? No, but I think Injustice.
Xbox
first Injustice came out. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's old. It was all multi.
Here
platform.
Is the first game Gods Among Us? Injustice, Gods Among Us?
Yes, the first one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, right on.
What year did that come out?
Oh man, I'm not sure.
2013.
You can actually play it on your phone.
Really?
It's not the same though.
It's yeah.
Yeah, not the same. Play Justice 2, man. You'll love Justice 2.
And
the Blue
Justice 2
Beetle
took it to the next level, man.
Yeah, the Blue Beetle was fire.
So the story, my heart breaks, man, because it's like Injustice. If you're playing for the story, it's like the Game of Thrones, dude. Like honestly, like you don't know who's gonna live or die.
Yeah,
and it takes place in a different universe, so it like anything goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Too. Pretty
One
cheap.
of my favorite characters gets the axe. Like, I was heartbroken.
And which one? In the first one or the second one?
I want to say the first. I know it's all a blur now.
Yeah, I can't remember who gets the axe.
First.
I can't remember who gets the axe.
Remember my boy? It looked like this color.
Like what color is that?
In the shape of a bird on his chest.
Oh!
You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
Little a wing that only comes out at night.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
This is what I'm talking about. Oh. Injustice 2, if I choose to buy it digitally right now, it's $20. If you go online and you buy it physically, it's going for $5.
There you go.
Yeah. That's that bullshit.
There you
go. As soon as they stop having physical games, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, turn up the prices. Oh, you want to play it? You gotta pay." I'm telling you, man.
You said Injustice 2?
Injustice 2 is $20 right now if you want to play it on PlayStation.
So I'll play it on Xbox. I think it's included in Game Pass. Xbox is in Game Pass. Injustice 2 is on Game Pass.
Just another one that Phil did for you, Jay.
Careful, man. Don't jinx yourself. You know, because you guys, we talk about the games going into Game Pass, but you don't ever talk about the games coming out of Game Pass. Every single month, games come in, games come out. So
yeah, but it's your fault if you didn't play it by the.
Oh yeah, but I want it. I want it for me. I want it to be there for me every time. Dude, on Steam, Injustice 2 is $50.
No, but get it for you have Game Pass. On Game Pass is included.
Yeah, I know. Right now it is.
Yeah, so you get it.
Cynical. Yeah, we'll see. I'll add it to my list, and by the time I get to it, it'll probably be gone.
Matter of fact, come over to my house. We play together. I'll let Bendy beat you up a little bit.
He's different, man. He's not used to all of this, fan service and shit.
Yeah,
pro-consumer stuff going on. He's not used to this. He doesn't even know what to do with himself.
In all honesty, I have my games that I set my sights on, and I just buy those games. And I probably buy, when it comes to like AAA, big games, whatever, probably like 2, maybe 3 a year. And I just get them and that's it. So I see Game Pass and I see all these games. That's great, but a lot of shovelware in there, man. A lot of random trash, bro. So I'm all right.
Get out of here.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Quit the hate.
Nah, I love it.
It's like anything else, man.
You're acting like these dudes in the back. You're acting like these dudes in the background right now. Those dudes that carry this color.
Nah, man, it's all good.
Listen.
Coexist, man. Coexist. But yeah, man.
That's why today is Omega Red code.
Ooh, I love the red, bro.
Yeah. What's the code? What's the code again? Code Red? Omega Red thread?
Omega level threat.
Oh, Omega level threat. That's what it was.
I'm gonna have to put like an Omega counter on this episode. Every time you guys mention, it's gonna tick up. It's gonna tick up. Like on the South Park episode where they were allowed to say shit. So they got up to like 140 shits. Hey, speaking of which, when's our South Park game coming out?
This month. Snow Day, right? South Park Snow Day. I think it's this month, man.
March 26th.
Ooh, and that's
5 days away.
5 days away. Oh man! And that's when Rice-A-Roni comes out too.
Rice-A-Roni.
Rice-A-Roni.
All right, so I'll give you a week or so to play your Rice-A-Roni, and then after that, we'll I'm gonna follow through with my promise.
No. Let's do Snow Day. Let's do Snow Day. I can wait for
Hell
Rice.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
Snow
fun.
Day. Give me a little break from Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, bro. You gotta come up for air, man.
It's crossplay?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
For sure?
I'm not sure. Wait, let me check.
I feel like getting it for the Switch just because it'll be funny to have all that cursing and all that craziness on the fucking Nintendo. I wonder if it's like a PG video game on the Switch and like on the other versions it's full hardcore. Because that trailer, remember I told you that trailer was so out of place? Like there was nothing going on in that trailer. None of these real jokes and stuff for the Nintendo showcase. It was just the weirdest thing since South Park viewed in that.
Right.
Like nothing going on. They're not cursing. They're not saying any crazy jokes. Like,
so what they're saying is that it's only going to be on multiple consoles, but they're not sure that it's going to be crossplay.
Yeah, it's unknown.
It's unknown.
They're not saying yet whether it will be or not. All right.
We all have to get the same just in case.
Yeah, but there is cursing in it. They have an updated trailer that was more rated R.
Yeah. I gotta watch it.
Yeah,
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, we'll make sure we get it on the same one. Well, you guys tell me what you wanted on. I gotta stick with my promise, bro. I told you guys I was gonna get you that game. That way I can coerce you guys to play with me.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. We'll play.
Yeah, man.
We'll do it. I mean, I'm good either way. Whether you guys prefer, if you prefer PlayStation, I'm good.
Me too. I don't.
Yeah, whatever you want. We'll give the guy who's giving the game. We give him the choice. Whatever controller you feel more comfortable with. I'm good with PlayStation.
Steam.
If you want. I don't have Steam.
No, I'm just playing.
I'll put up with this whack ass controller for you, Jay.
Yeah. It's all good.
Wow.
I know it's annoying to get around all that technology, like haptic feedback.
Every
Nintendo has had
curse.
since the Switch came out. Yeah, it's gonna curse out of your controller because you got a speaker in your controller. Wow, so get that technology out of here.
I mean,
you know what's crazy, bro, with that controller, with the PlayStation 5 controller?
That is 20-minute battery life.
That besides
my bad.
Besides that, the fact that when you're playing like Final Fantasy 7 and all of a sudden you get like a phone call and it comes to the speaker on the bottom of your remote, it's like what the? Yeah. Oh shit!
No, get this. I'm sorry. Go ahead, please.
No. When you put your headphones on, it doesn't go to the remote anymore. It goes straight to your headphones.
Yeah. So get this. You know, I thought there was something wrong with my controller, and then I figured out what was going on. So you've got the trigger buttons that have resistance to them. So to sprint, you could either use your
thumbstick.
the run. So you could use the run joystick, and you can click it in. Yeah, your L3, click it in and push forward, and you'll run. But I'm weird, man. Sometimes I worry about breaking my joysticks and stuff like that. It's stupid, but that's my thing. So you can hold R2 to sprint also.
Right.
So I'm sprinting, I'm running around, you run into somebody, and the right trigger starts to give you like the feedback. Like how you could turn on the resistance. So you're running, and all of a sudden you get a little bit of like it pushes your finger up, like as you run into somebody. I'm like, bro, there at this point they were just like, what else could we come up with? Just add everything.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Spider-Man 2 made pretty good use of that control.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, especially
it's pretty
with
dope.
The haptic, like squeezing the triggers to do the thing with the web and stuff like that.
The haptic cool, and the speaker. Super dope.
No, but like even Gran Turismo, bro. Gran Turismo with the braking and the gas.
So rad.
Yeah, bro.
You hit like a water puddle, or you hit like you go off the road a little bit on one side. You feel it just on one side and on the other. Bro,
and then you feel
really
the brake resistance on it. It's like when you're trying to make a turn, if you're going too fast, it's like the brakes. It's a little harder.
Man, it's
so
like
dope.
Whenever they choose to make some technology like this, there's always the risk of will the developers actually use it? Like the PlayStation 4 has the little trackpad on it that it works like a mouse, but like I don't know how
I mean for Ghost of Tsushima there's certain things like Ghost of Tsushima there's certain things like it shows you the path you need to take and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
When you do like a little swipe.
But when people make games and you actually incorporate it, that's where that's where you end up raising the score of games on one console versus the other, like Hi-Fi Rush.
Here we go, bro.
Oh,
You know,
no.
you know
We don't
what's
have to
even
talk
sad?
about it if you don't want.
You know what's even sad about that? Like I sent you the one that like they gave it like a 91 Metacritic on PlayStation 5. On the PC they gave it a 90.
So, and what was it on Xbox?
87.
So even on PC, it's better than Xbox. God damn, bro. No, but look, in all honesty, like the Xbox version has numerous reviews because it's been out for a year.
Right.
These two, it just came out. So like you're averaging 40 something reviews on the original one, and then on the new one, you're like on the PlayStation on the PC, you're averaging less. So basically, the same thing with Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy came out, it was like a 95. Insane. And that's basically almost saying like the perfect game. And I think the highest one was like Zelda Ocarina of Time and stuff like that. And then a couple weeks later, it went down to a 92. That's normal for that to happen. If you're in the 90s, it is still saying that it is an incredible game. If you're in the 80s, that still means that it's a really, really, really good game. High 70s are even very acceptable. So the game is phenomenal, I mean, clearly Hi-Fi Rush must be incredible, but I guess like the resistance on the triggers while you're like grinding and stuff like that, and the music going with the beat of the haptic feedback going with the beat of the music, if it's a higher score, I could actually see that making a difference. I don't know, but to be honest, it's not really my kind of game, so I'm not gonna.
That's very
sit here
true, actually.
Yeah. You know that the Gears of
War logic for once.
Instead of hate.
Not blind hate.
Starfield would have been like a 98 on PlayStation.
Oh, 100%, bro.
We'll never know.
They would have got a better Metacritic than the Final Fantasy, probably.
Yeah, it would have been game of the year.
Yeah, I was kidding. I'm kidding, bro.
Get in line.
Mop
Get back
Bouldur's
there.
Gate up. No.
Whoa,
Get back there where you belong.
It would have been game of the year, right?
Yeah, game of the year and shit. Swept the board.
Matter of fact,
speaking,
Resident Evil 4 would never have been on the game of the year if
Starfield was on PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, so I mean, we're kind of jumping all over the place, but
yeah,
Starfield, Bethesda, Fallout, Fallout TV show coming soon.
April 11th.
Day one. Damn, still a month away, huh? Well,
yeah,
like
April.
2 weeks.
I think it's like April 11th, something like that. Some date like that. I'm not sure. I might be talking about my butt.
That's gonna be day one with the wife.
Oh no, bro! You gonna watch it? The wife's gonna watch it?
Yep.
Really?
Because, bro, she's been with me for the long haul, man. When I played Fallout 4, I put some stupid amount of time into that game, and she remembers like how much I was into it and how I would tell her about the different stories going on in the game.
Yeah.
So when she found out, she actually sent me the trailer. So I'm excited. Because it's good. She actually watched The Witcher with me too. So when The Witcher came out, I made such a big deal about it. Obviously they did our boy Henry Cavill dirty, so whatever.
We got 2 seasons with him, which is great.
Yeah, it's all good. But that's going to be good too.
They did Halo.
So what do you think?
But your wife's a thug, man. That's the same memories I get with my wife when it came to Mass Effect. We played the whole trilogy together, and she loved that story. Really? She actually played the game. Like, I would watch her play, telling her what to do. And then when it got to a point where, like, a big fight, I'd just take over, beat it real quick. But it's so funny in that game when you die. That doom, 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 doom. You know, I can't tell you that jingle or whatever they do. Like, you could be going through, like, the thing perfect, and then out of nowhere you die, and it's, like, the most abrupt, saddest shit ever. Like, just like, damn, you suck. I don't know how to explain it. But
that's cool. Yeah. It's not like my wife that I'm trying to tell her about X-Men 97 and she falls asleep on me. Damn.
Oh, Chris,
damn.
About to get slapped through the camera, dog. Like, you talking too loud.
It hurt my feelings. I don't care. It hurt my feelings. I was hurt.
Yeah. With a cartoon, you're asking for too much. I also tried to get her into Castlevania, and she was like, this thing is disgusting. She watched one person get cut in half and the intestines and everything, and she's like, I'm out.
It is gory. It really is.
Super gory. That's what got me into it. I was like, what the fuck is this?
You guys played the last Castlevania game?
I haven't played. Last one I played was for the 360, which is like the multiplayer one, like the co-op one. It was a lot of fun. I haven't played a Castlevania game in a while.
Like Symphony of the Night. was
Symphony
like
of
the
the Night.
highest rated, but I never played it. I wanna
PS1.
get it. I wonder if any of the characters from the anime are in the game.
So Symphony of the Night is, I believe, the first one where you can start the game playing as Alucard.
Right.
Which is unique because you were always playing one of the Belmonts.
Mm-hmm.
So then all of a sudden this game comes out, and then this game it's very different from the old ones. The old ones were platformers. Jump around on the platforms. Occasionally there was something a little bit weird that you had to do, like go get a key from here, go do something a little bit, whatever. But with Symphony of the Night, you had a leveling system. You could boost up you got experience, and I think you could allocate it if you want your health to go up or your weapons or whatever. And obviously the graphics were a huge step up from previous. But I think you could buy that on anything. I'm pretty sure it's on Steam if you want to grab it on the Ally. Yes. So you're emulating PS1 right there. Yeah. But I think you could still buy it on a modern console if you wanted to.
I'm gonna check it out. I want to put that in my backlog. Can you play as Trevor?
Come pick up the Pal Kitty.
Can you play as Trevor Belmont?
So in Symphony of the Night, you could play as Alucard, Dracula. That might be a special thing where you beat the game. You can play as Dracula, Maria Renard, and Richter Belmont.
Oh, Richter Belmont.
Yeah, so it's probably a different either. This.
That's from this Nocturne, no?
Oh, there's more. Chris Belmont. You could play as Death.
You could put a couple codes in the game that lets you start off with a different character.
So Richter is the newer one from the Castlevania Nocturne. Have you guys seen that one?
No.
On Netflix?
It's out?
Yeah. It's a newer series. It takes place like a couple hundred years after, or like 600 years after.
I might have seen it.
Oh, so it's like modern times?
Yeah. Well, it still takes place back then a little bit, but it's more modern than the original.
I see.
And it's like a descendant from him, Richter Belmont, I think, unless he's named after like a great grandfather.
No, I think they all had their own names. They are all Belmonts, but I think they each have a different name. I don't think they ever had any juniors or.
Because you remember Belmont.
I did see that. I did see Nocturne.
What's her name? Had a baby. Remember at the end?
Mm-hmm.
So they mixed in this one Richter with like he does the whip and shit, but he also does like fire and ice.
Oh wow! So he's got spells too.
He's got both, yeah.
I did see that one, BJ. I'm getting those we were talking about earlier confused because this is the one with at the end of this one, Alucard comes out.
Alucard's in Nocturne as well.
Yeah, at the very end.
My dog.
Yeah.
Well, he's immortal, so he should be there.
Yeah, I did see this one.
He's a badass,
gangster ass character, man. Damn.
Yeah, I like Alucard.
I like how he opens up at the end. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went far left, bro, to get off track completely.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, we're having fun, bro.
Next time, I think we'll have a couple things to talk about.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
PS5 Pro leaks.
Oh, yeah. I was going to talk about that. I completely forgot about that. Well, yeah. Did we talk? We didn't talk about that, did we?
No,
we
didn't.
No. That's fine. In 2 weeks, there'll be more info out about it.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I can look up on it more.
All right, guys. We're going to leave it right here. We've covered a couple cool topics. Talked about a lot of good things out there. A lot of shows in this episode here, but it's all in the realm, so I'm good with it. I'm sure you guys are good with it. And so yeah, if you like what you heard, feel free to hit us up in the comments. Let us know you're alive. Send us a sign of life, like, sub, and all that good stuff if you haven't already. And yeah, pretty much it, man. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Peace. Shout out to the hot dog cart.